The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, a run with Breida. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This is Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A run here with Dearness Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
81. Kill. Check.
On first down, it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ric Flair.
Goff on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
2 for 1.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a first down throw. Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw on second down is gone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Exit.
45 the mic. 45 the mic.
Throwing on third. Gone. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 31, check 30.
Hey, kill.
Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Alpha. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got to get the ball. 61. Matchbox. Right. Check out. Ready.
Looking to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Breida. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Ric Flair. Hold on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Goff on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
17.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 45. Mike, 45.
Watch the slant. Maverick wall. Clock.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
To throw is gone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Second and 10. Goff again. And that was complete to Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 13.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Switch it. Go, 12, go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. From the 30 on 2nd down, Goff. He gets this one to Johnson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Goff now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Anthony Johnson, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Again, Goff looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the delay, here's Breida. Room to run past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the gun, here's Goff.
Got to look
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Goff. Out to his left. He's going to have the first down past the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now a first down throw. Goff. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Looking for Woods that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. On 1st and 10, gone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Goff. Johnson's got it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Francisco,